Yep, it's me again, your host in the Crypt of Terror, the Crypt Keeper. Come in, but watch your step. Step? Say, that's a nice location for a horror story. The frozen, snow-covered steppes of old Imperial Russia. BS, before Stalin. And I have just the yarn. It's bound to make you howl for joy. I call this terrifying tale of tundra terrors, wolf bait. Despite the biting winter wind that sweeps across the tireless Russian tundra, the horse's mangy coat is bathed in perspiration. The panting animal strains at the sleigh harness, galloping painfully across the treeless, snow-covered wasteland. Faster, faster! They're catching up to us. The horse cannot go any faster. The sleigh is too heavy. For this is Russia, at the turn of the century, when sleighs are the only means of transportation across the steppes or northern plains, and starving wolves hunt in packs. Even now, the yelping, howling, grey shadows leap across the glistening white after the speeding sleigh. They are gaining on us. I have only 2 more bullets. How much longer is it, Ivan? The fur-clad driver of the sleigh screams into the piercing wind. 15 miles. Shoot. Stop them for a while. Our horse will collapse at this speed. Wait. You cannot afford to miss. Nitschka. Wait until one gets closer. The young officer called Nitschka sights down the barrel of his rifle at the drooling, howling wolves closing in behind the sleigh. Just a little closer. Just a little. The starving animals, insane with the gnawing pains of hunger, their eyes burning like white-hot coals, leap up about the sleigh, their fangs slashing, their spittle splattering. Now, Nitschka! Now! The young officer's aim is true. A wolf falls, shrieking in the snow. The white around it soaks crimson. Good shot! Good shot! The scent of blood draws the rest of the pack from the sleigh, and they spring upon their fallen companion, ripping, tearing, devouring. The frightened passengers in the sleigh watch the gory sight fading in the distance. Soon they'll be upon us again, once they've stripped the wounded one's flesh from its bones. How far now, Ivan? I have only 1 shell left. 13, 14 miles. We will be lucky if we make it. The woman begins to sob. She draws her infant child closer, tears filling her eyes. Do not cry, Vanya. It will be all right. You will get through. We must get through. Vanya looks up and smiles sadly. My husband is waiting for me. He has not even seen our baby. He has found a place for us to live. I must get through. The woman named Vanya closes her eyes. Her thoughts go back to the time so long ago, when she'd said goodbye to her husband. This is the chance I have waited for, my darling. But the baby. You will have your baby, Vanya. Then you will come to me. I will find a place for us to stay. Do not worry. Things will be good with us from now on. If you must go, then go, my dear one. We will come to you, I and our child. The sleigh continues on across the frozen tundra. Behind, the howling grows louder once more. The wolf pack has finished devouring the fallen member and is overtaking it again. How far now, Ivan? 12 miles. Be careful. Do not waste your last shot, Nitschka. The young officer raises his rifle once more. He smiles at the driver. I will be careful, Ivan. I want to get through this as much as anyone. My bride-to-be awaits me. My aim will be true. You are to be married, Nitschka? Congratulations. 2 wolves are upon them again. Their cruel-looking teeth flash beneath drawn-back lips. Their infuriating eyes are like balls of fire. Nitschka's fingers close against the rifle trigger. You hit one, Nitschka. You hit one. Once again the wolves fall upon their wounded companion, abandoning the fleeing sleigh. We will be all right for another mile or so now, Nitschka? But the young officer does not hear. His thoughts are far away from the steppes and the speeding sleigh. His thoughts are of Sonia, his bride-to-be. In January, I will have to leave Sonia. 2 whole weeks. We will be married then. Oh yes, Nitschka. I will count the days till you come home, my darling. The old man beside Nitschka tugs at his tunic, shocking him out of his thoughts. What will you do now, soldier? Your bullets are used up. That is right, old one. Perhaps they will not come after us again. No, they will come back. They will follow us all the way. Packs like that are never satisfied. Their hunger knows no bounds. Then we'll have to fight them off with our bare hands. I have a better way, soldier. Here, in this package. What is it, old one? I go to live with my daughter. She is recently widowed. She is very poor. And her 3 children are starving. I bring them meat. You have meat in that package? Yes. If I give it to you, do you think it would help? Of course it will, old one. Of course. We will throw it to them. Then they overtake us again. It will stall them a little longer. Once again, the baying grey shadows leapt across the glistening snow after the sleigh. How far now, Ivan? 9 miles, Nitska. Only 9 miles. Soon the bloodthirsty animals are leaping about the sleigh once more, snapping at the horses' hooves, clawing at the sleigh sides. The meat! Throw the meat! The meat is hurled into the snow behind the speeding sleigh. The wolves turn upon it savagely, fighting for it. The old man watches the melee with tears in his eyes. I have a little money. I could buy more for Anna, if I get through. 7 miles more, only 7. The woman with the child turns to Ivan, the driver. Why do you do this, Ivan? Why do you take such a chance? I too have an infant child at home, Vanya. An infant needs milk. But we pay you so little. It is enough for Olga and the baby. Perhaps I will charge more next time. If there is a next time. The young officer points off towards the horizon. There it is. There is the town, only 5 miles away. Suddenly Vanya screams. Look, the wolves. They're coming again. We'll never make it. We'll never make it. The slobbering, yelping grey shadows streak across the snow after the sleigh. The drool spills from their fanged jaws. They jostle and shove each other, trying to be the first to reach their quarry. Fear and terror clutch at the hearts of people in the sleigh. Think of something. Think of something. Anything. But Ivan the driver is not thinking of a way to stall the wolves. He is thinking of Olga and the baby, at home with no milk. And the old one is thinking of his starving widowed daughter, with the 3 malnourished children. Vanya is thinking of her husband, waiting for them, waiting for the child he has never even seen. And Nitska, too, when he tries to think, sees only Sonia, his bride-to-be. But the wolves are thinking only of hot blood and fresh warm meat, and they howl as they hear the sleigh. There must be a way. There must. The snarling, snapping, grey deaths leap up around the sleigh. One of them gashes the young officer's face. Yeah! There is a way. There is a way. The driver's face is white, his eyes wide with terror as he screams out his plan. The meat stopped them. One of us could stop them. It's only a few miles more. One of us could save the others. You're mad, Ivan. One of the wolves lands in the sleigh, but a kick sends him off. The horse shrieks in pain. If they stop the horse, we'll all be finished. One of us. A sacrifice is the only way. No, no. He's right. It's one or all. Who will go? Hurry, before it is too late to decide. It takes only a split second to make the decision. The people in the sleigh, like the animals outside, spring upon their victim, lift the figure, and toss it at the howling shadows. Yeah! And while the pack rips and tears at the sacrificed one, the sleigh speeds on towards the town and safety. Heh. Yep, that's my story, kiddies. The rest got through all right, but, who did they toss overboard? Well, I'll tell you. When I got there, there wasn't enough left to tell who it was. Who do you think it was? Heh, yep, you're right. Well, we'll all see you next in my Mag Tales from the Crypt with more, tales. Bye now.